So it is now March 28th, 2020. Time is now 11:52. I did make it before midnight. Today has been a day of ominous news. First, Michigan's totals have gone to 4,658, with, I believe, 111 dead. Right along with where I thought they probably would be today. Right in that range. Actually, at the high end of that range, which is not good, but kind of in line with what it's been doing the last few days or so. It wasn't really interesting news today, though. No, President Trump is talking about, or was talking about, possibly quarantining. I mean, that's, in other words, a hard quarantine of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, or at least parts of New Jersey and Connecticut. That ended up not happening. He eventually said he was just going to issue a strong travel advisory. I have no doubt whatsoever that hard quarantine won't come about probably in the next few days anyway, as their cases continue to climb. New York, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, is now called in refrigerated trucks because their morgues are overflowing. I don't really think they're about to overflow anyway. So it's getting bad, getting very bad. What's even more ominous is the U.S. Northern Command, NORTHCOM. That'd be the military command in charge of the U.S., among other things, has locked themselves down inside the Cheyenne Mountain Complex, aka NORAD. I think NORAD's actually operating out of another facility now, but anyway, they've relocated the NORAD to Cheyenne Mountain, and at least one other undisclosed location, which I believe is probably in the Raven Rock. That's very extremely ominous. Okay, those bunkers were built to survive World War III. Okay, near direct nuclear hits, but they're about as isolated as you can possibly get, and they are locking themselves in there. So either they are being very cautious, which certainly makes sense, or they maybe know something more than we do. I don't know. Very ominous. I mean, they're not locking themselves under a mountain in Colorado, literally built for the apocalypse, for nothing. Okay. You don't go in there and close the Armageddon door behind you unless you think you need it. So that's extremely scary. I mean, of all the news today, that's probably the scariest. I mean, it's not surprising. Sorry to say, but it's not surprising at all. But it is terrifying, nonetheless. Yeah, I do see the quarantines, the hard lockdowns coming. I see those coming very soon. Like I said, I expect New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut probably get locked down in the next few days. I suspect Michigan won't be far behind, maybe a week later, if that. States are already starting to enact their own restrictions. Both Florida, Rhode Island, all three, Florida, Rhode Island, and Texas have all put travel bans in place for people from New York. Basically, if you're from New York, they expect you to self-quarantine for 14 days. Rhode Island is actually deploying the National Guard to track people coming in from New York, get their information for tracking infections. Let them know they're locked down. Hamptons are doing the same thing, getting the celebrity types that fled the city. Uh, oh, my camera's doing something weird. All right, that's we're gonna see more of that kind of thing. A lot more. I suspect Michigan will make a lot of those lists before too long. I believe about half of the cases in the country are actually in New York. Speaking of the country, nationally, I believe we're at over 118,000 now. Well, no, was it 120 something? I forget now, but yeah, so that's good, 18, 20,000 roughly in a day. In a day. So I mean, pushing those numbers forward, a week from now, probably over 1 million. I really don't doubt that. That'd be about one in roughly 300 people, maybe 320, 350, something. In fact, at that point, we'll see. Michigan's going to be, well into the double digits by then. 20, 30,000 maybe. I don't know. I haven't officially run the math on that. Tomorrow, again, I haven't run the math, but I suspect we'll probably be looking at least 8,000. At least 6,000. Maybe a little over. It's getting very ugly. Honestly, I don't know what much else to say about it than that. Oh, on a slightly unrelated note, my Scorpion project is coming along. I got the replacement part from Franklin Armory. Now I just got to get the replacement selector switch from HBI. That should be arriving Monday. In fact, assuming the mail continues to run. Yeah, that's another thing too. How long is the mail gonna run? Everything locking down. You want to order something that you can't find locally. You probably want to get those orders in. A couple weeks maybe. It's getting bad. Stores, I think, are starting to get more in. I've heard that from a few places now. But, and in the months, first of the month's coming. Checks still haven't arrived. People are going to stop being able to buy. I suspect we're going to be seeing some real social breakdown here before too terribly long. Especially as the fear and panic continue to grow. First infant death from coronavirus in the U.S. Was that New Jersey? I forget now. But yeah, first. So yeah, it's not just old people. It's predominantly, but young people can get it too, and young people can die from this. You need to take it seriously. You really do. But not a whole lot of whole lot of news beyond those things. I mean, there is, but I mean, those are the big things I wanted to mention. The hard lockdowns, hard quarantines, they are coming. The economic trouble is gonna get worse. I mean, the stimulus, it should help, but I think it came too late. If it would have gone when it was first proposed and not been held up by the Democrats, maybe. Now, I don't know. I think we're going to need more, and that's going to cause hyperinflation in the long run. In the short run, though, we need to keep things together. Get your supplies. You'll need them. think that's about it for tonight. I'll upgrade again tomorrow.